This is a 2000 Ford Explorer Limited 5-liter V8 and having trouble with the door lock. So I've taken a whole lot of time and removed the door lock assembly, which goes right there. So I'm going to show you how that works. Okay, here's the latch assembly, and I'll give you a little tour of this thing. So this goes to the door handle on the inside of the door, and when you pull this, it actually pushes this way. So when you pull the inside of the handle, which would be there, it actually pushes this way. This little black thing here is the child lock. You see when you engage that thing, it can't actually move the latch. So when it's disengaged, it'll actually move that way. So right now the latch is open, so these things are ready to accept the latch on the car. This is the door actuator. Actually, I replaced that. I thought that was my problem. It comes with this rubber boot. It's a little chewed up. Actually, it's a lot chewed up because of me trying to get it on and off of its little bracket. And this back bracket here goes to the exterior door latch. And so again, when you pull up on the latch, it pushes down on this like that. Need to tighten the latch up a little bit. So when the door is latched, you have this situation. And if you open from the inside, actually the door lock is off. If you open from the inside, you can see now it opens. Now when the door is locked, there goes the door. So this is the lock, which was the original problem I started looking into. And you can see it's a little touchy right now, and I think that's part of my problem. It ought to just go up and down pretty easily like that. But what I'm noticing is if you touch this, if this handle is a little bit down, the door lock won't open fully. Same thing with this. If this is a little bit, if this latch right here is a little bit moved, like say that, actually it seems to be locking now, but anyway, it's hard to hold the camera and work this thing with one hand. Okay, I reoriented this a little bit, so just to orient you. So these are the screws that go through the door to hold this latch on. So there's 3 Phillips head machine screws right there, and this is in the closed configuration, and this is unlocked right here. And so this is the interior door handle. Watch the latches. So those click open. If you work that and simulate the door close again, and this, I'm going to actually pull on this. This would be simulate the exterior door handle being pulled up, and this goes down and opens like that. So the latch seems to be working fine. I used a bunch of brake cleaner and just got it real clean, and I'm gonna lube it up, and probably going to adjust this door handle. You can see it's threaded right there, so I'm probably going to adjust that to where I'll make sure there's not much slack in it, because that may be what is keeping the door from locking and unlocking properly. Okay, I'm getting ready to start the reassembly with the latch in the door. And just wanted to tell you, really the secret to getting this thing off was this particular piece right here, which goes to the door lock unlock. Okay, so the end of that, hopefully you can see right there. Let me see if I can focus with one hand. This is very, very hard. Okay. Well, darn, it's not very light. But the end of this, you can notice, does not have like the snake shape. And so you can actually just press this out of where it hooks into the latch. Without figuring that out, it was like impossible to get the thing out because there were so many attachments and you just could not move them in the right way. So let me zoom out again to show you. So that's the end of this thing right here. Focus, please. So that's the end of that, which goes to the door lock assembly. Okay, here's a quick look inside where this is the exterior door handle I'm pulling. And remember I said that linkage goes down to open the door, which is what you're seeing here. So that linkage there, that little oval slot is where the bar fits, and you just push it, it pushes down to unlatch. I didn't mention the inside door latch here, but this was really easy to take off. There's 2 screws in it, and then you pull it forward, and then you can get it off, and then it's really just twist it and it comes right out. So that was no problem. So this was sort of the first thing I undid. I had taken off the door lock actuator, which goes on those brackets. Those 2 little brackets right there. There's 2 nubs on the door actuator that fit in those circles right there and there. It's kind of hard to get that in, but you just have to keep working with it. Okay, working to put the door latch back on, and I had to loosen these. Had to remove that screw, and I just loosened that, which actually gives me a little bit of room to move the window track back and forth, so I could just jockey these linkages around. And you can see up in here, I was able to get the exterior door latch. See the little black pieces in the top left-hand corner through there. That's pretty easy, and I have no idea if I'm doing these things in the right steps. This is the first time I've ever done this, so there's probably a lot of secrets that I don't know, but hopefully I'll be learning. I'm looking inside the door now, and this is the door lock. So you can see how it rotates about that pin and then pushes. So this is the rod to the door latch, the door unlock button, and this is the hole that this thing is inserted in the door lock mechanism. So I'm just going to hopefully be able to push that together in there and latch it. Okay, I forgot to mention there are a couple of electrical connectors that go onto the latching mechanism, and this is one of them. Again, I got that crazy view from through the hole, so you just push that one on. Then this other one, boy, it's just dark in there, can't see much. Just goes on a little clip on the upper side. Looking inside at everything, got a little light in there so you can see the electrical connections. There's 2 of them. And if I go to the outside, of the door, I got these 3 Phillips heads. Okay, I think I figured out the secret here. So in the center of the screen, the yellow clamp can be pulled off. You might need a special little hook tool to do it. But you flip that over, and then you can adjust that for the exterior handle. And I actually, when I had the whole locking mechanism out, I adjusted it the wrong way, so it needed to be actually moved up so that when you pull the handle, it pushes farther down. So it's like almost opposite kind of thinking. But if I latch it, so that's simulated latch, I'm going to pull up on the door. This is the external handle. So listen, there you go. So it opened fine. And I'll also just run the unlock mechanism, which seems to sound pretty solid. Hopefully it'll work. Okay, I got the remote. Let's try lock. Oh, that was pretty good. Let's get inside here and see what's happening. Unlock. Lock. Alright, here's the big test. That's a good sign. At one point we couldn't even open the door, so I'm going to lock it. It's not open. Unlock. Oh yes, looks like it works.